SquarePants, SpongeBob, SquarePants, SpongeBob, SquarePants, SpongeBob, SquarePants.
Okay, so this is the third SpongeBuddy Mania podcast, and we're going to be doing things a little bit differently this time. I am Beck Abney 317.
I'm SSJ.
All right. So I guess this time we're just, instead of more of a news type thing where with the video like we did for the first two podcasts, we're going to make it more of a discussion based type thing with both of the admins here. So I guess we can just get on to it.
I'll let you start first.
Okay. So I guess we've just got a list of topics we want to go through here. And I guess we want to talk about the 10th anniversary first, since that just happened. I know that we've been working on this website for so long, and for the 10th anniversary, it's like we were getting a bunch of stuff together, and we were, I know originally, like when we were talking about it, like the previous anniversaries, like the 9th and the 8th and everything, but we always wanted to do something huge for the 10th anniversary. I don't know if we went as big as we wanted to go, but we still had some good stuff, I guess, and a bunch of new content. And the Ask the Staff thing was pretty cool. So,
Right, I always wanted to do, there's always stuff that I want to do that nobody else has done that I try to think of.
yeah.
Like with Holly's SpongeBob website, which is no longer, unfortunately. She had a bunch of great ideas and great content that nobody, not SpongeBob Area, not SpongeBob Online, not Sarah's site, nobody else had. And I really respected that she could go that far.
Yeah, she
And
does stuff.
yeah, she was a beast with whatever she could come up with. And so I wanted to do that for a long time. Finally got around to it, probably 2 or 3 weeks before the 10th anniversary. Just constantly inputting new content as fast as I could.
Yeah.
It was great, and we're I'm still trying to ask all the staff about new things, new ideas, and some of them are okay, some of them are not okay.
Yeah. I know you spent a lot of time working on that Krusty Krab page.
Yeah, I can't
like
remember the first time I even worked on that. It's probably been at least 6 months.
Yeah.
But I just got tired of it because I wanted I tried to change to transcripts and tried to finish that.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's been Cowbob that has been helping us recently, has been giving me like a ton of those to add to the website.
Right, and then Zelda for Life, which
Yeah.
formerly was Amphitrite, I believe.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I don't mind giving, credit, full credit for something, that they want to give me and I can finish. I totally don't mind doing that. As long as the transcripts get done, could care less.
Apparently Cowbob has been typing all of those on her phone. Like,
oh man, I hope she's charging her phone.
It's gonna take forever.
That's one thing I probably could not do, even with an iPhone. It's just too much typing, too much movement for my thumbs.
Yeah, she did the Kenny the cat one in like a few hours, I feel like.
That sounds about right for a phone.
I mean, you have to like go, like
Yeah,
she was watching the episode on her phone, I think too. So she was like going back and forth or something.
Jeez.
I'm not even.
She's a trooper. I'll give her that.
I can barely get myself to write one, even when I've already got half of it already done from like promos and stuff.
Right, you have to be in the mood for this.
Yeah.
And there's been several months where I just didn't care about them.
Yeah. Like the SpongeBob You're Fired one, like I had like maybe half of it done just from like the promos and everything. I just had it ready to go, so then I finished it all in like an hour after the episode aired. Makes it a lot easier.
Nice. I need to remember to do that next time.
Yeah. With all
Fortunately,
those like Greek episode airings, you can like get all the movements and all the actions and stuff done. But
oh yeah,
yeah.
that's true. I didn't think about that. Did you ever done a transcript?
Hmm?
What's the shortest time you've ever done a transcript? You've ever finished one?
I guess maybe I did that. Well, that one was like a double length. So I know.
Yeah, I don't usually enjoy doing those
Yeah, the double
because I
length
can't
ones
sit there
take.
that long.
Yeah. I guess I mean I did that one like an hour, and that was a double length. So
No, that's still pretty good.
I mean I haven't. I've probably done the least amount of transcripts out of like all of us. So I don't. I They usually take me about an hour, but that double length one also took me like an hour because I had half of it done. So I don't know.
Dang.
I'm usually kind of slow. I'm not really sure how long it takes people normally. But you've done most of them.
Yes, I've wasted my life away.
Too much work.
Yes. Unfortunately, I can't do season 9 because I don't have cable. But I mean, I can get the episodes off of Hulu if I
Oh
wanted
yeah.
to.
Yeah.
But with you and Cal Bob and DMAP doing all those, really, I don't. I
Yeah.
mean, I can just sit back
We've
and
got
relax for a
plenty
little
of
while.
old ones left still. Got some of the season 8 ones left, don't we?
Yes, and I'm actually waiting to see how many more or which one Zelda for Life is doing. I'll have to ask her,
Yeah.
but I can finish the rest of them and still give her credit if she wants it.
Yeah. So onward with the 10th anniversary stuff. I guess. How do you feel? How do you feel it went in the past 10 years, or just that day?
Oh man, I'm just amazed we got to 10 years. I'm still I still have that feeling. Like I really didn't expect to go that long because when the movie first came out, or really even before it began, there was a lot of speculation that that was going to be it.
Oh yeah, yeah,
And
definitely.
so we didn't know if the site was going to last, even one more year.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how like when it actually does end, like if it just
Yeah,
keeps going.
I don't want it to turn into like a South Park or a Simpsons kind of thing where it just goes on forever and
Yeah,
it's already past due to just cancel it.
yeah,
But they seem to have. Yeah, I mean, it's a hit and miss with episodes, but the majority of them seem to have a good reaction from a lot of people.
yeah. Most people are liking the newer ones, at
So I'm
least.
okay with it, keep going. What I want to see is just like South Park or maybe even Simpsons does, which I don't know since I haven't watched Simpsons since probably season 3 or 4.
Yeah,
Um, is bringing some real life issues into the show, but just kind
yeah,
of you know give the different characters different personalities or just whatever, just to make it more interesting and bring in more new ideas, I guess, if that
yeah.
makes sense.
They don't seem to do as many like I guess because there's only so many like holiday type episodes and stuff you can do. But it's
Right.
like they never did like a Thanksgiving one or anything like that. So
Yeah, I'm kind of
it's always
disappointed. I mean, they've done April Fools and a Christmas,
a
and
couple.
I guess I'll leave Erickson.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what. Yeah, and a Halloween. But other than
Yeah.
that, they haven't done a July 4th, or I don't really
I guess
know.
they don't like to do the ones that are like American holidays, I guess.
I mean, I can see
Because
why. I mean, it's
since the
international,
show,
so
yeah,
I wouldn't mind seeing a Mother's Day or a Father's Day kind of episode.
yeah, they could totally do something like that.
That way we can get to know. all the other characters' moms and dads, kind of
Yeah.
instead of keeping it a mystery. But as far as the 10th anniversary goes, I just look forward to see how many more we can actually go through. How many
Yeah.
more anniversaries?
Me too. I
Um,
think it's, I mean, right now we're almost, at least activity wise, we're pretty much as active as we've ever been. So,
right,
so
which is really. I mean, I didn't expect that at all.
yeah,
But I love all the new users.
yeah. I'm really surprised that like back in like late 2006 and 2007, like I didn't think it would ever get that big again.
And I may be the only one. I still think 2006, 2007 is still bigger than what it is now.
Yeah, it's a different. I mean, as far as site traffic goes, just like generic traffic, we've got way, way, way more now.
Right.
But just like forum activity,
Well, and
it's,
I think with
I
the
mean,
visitors, I think it's more of, well, with the traffic too, is kids these days have more electronics than they used to,
exactly. Yeah, I think that's like what a lot of it is.
which, I'm a, a little mixed reaction with that, but,
Yeah.
that's
I
for
think
another
that's a
podcast.
lot of our forum activity too, is
Yeah.
we've got a lot younger people online, so, and that kind of is what part of the extra activity is. Because back in like 2006, I mean, I guess I think that a lot of it was more like actual, like quality discussion, but when I go
Right.
back and look, a lot of it is the same type of just kind of random posts and stuff, but I don't really know.
So okay, so let's go on to the next topic. Since you've been here, what, six? No, sorry, not six. 8 years.
Something like that. Yeah. A while
Would you change anything in the past?
in the past. I don't know. I mean, I feel
Whether it be,
like
a book we
everything
could
in the
go over.
past has gotten it to where it is here, but at the same time, I mean, maybe we could have gotten away from Joomla and all of that
Uh,
earlier.
I don't even know that you know this. I actually requested to get away from Joomla for I don't know how long.
Yeah.
But Sponge Dude, I believe, uh, wanted to keep it for a little while longer. And I mean, I'm okay with that. I don't really
Was
mind.
your website back in like 2003 running on anything, or did you just do that all yourself?
No, that was complete,
Just HTML?
100%.
Yeah.
I really miss that layout too.
Yeah,
Uh,
the old layouts always have kind of a nicer, like fan site feel.
right.
It's something different.
I may have to bring that back in the future.
Yeah.
Uh, but if I can change anything in the past, it would. Yeah, I don't know if you remember him, but there was a username of Gary
Yeah. Yeah.
back in '06, I guess, maybe even '07.
Yeah.
Um,
He's stopped by a couple times.
that's right. And we got into a lot of arguments, and most of them eh, was him pulling the race card.
Oh, really? I don't
And
remember that.
yeah, I don't know where it came from. Um, but just one thing led to another, and he just kind of quit coming. I think he even had a sister come on, or maybe it was a brother, but it was a sibling that came on trying to defend him or just try to get him unbanned or whatever.
Oh, wow.
And I think a lot of users, I think it was split amongst the users which side to choose. And so if I had to go back and do that again, I would totally change that and just,
Yeah.
I just guess make it better. And
I
maybe
know
we would still have a
back
few of
then
those
I
users
would.
still here today.
Yeah, we do. We have people from back then that are like have left and then came back.
Which is amazing. I mean, I
Yeah.
wish a few more would still actually come back. I'm trying to think at the top of my head. There's, um, and we still have SpongeBob, Sponge Fan 818, Smitty, Phillip.
Yeah.
You know,
Philip probably wouldn't be as active if he wasn't a moderator, I think.
I can actually believe that.
Yeah.
And I probably wouldn't be either if I was, still admin.
Yeah.
I still have a lot of projects I still want to work on, but I am definitely loyal to this site.
Yeah. It takes a lot of time.
Yeah. And sometimes it's actually more, I mean, I hate to admit it, but it is more important than school sometimes just because you have that deadline. You want to release
Oh yeah.
something to those members to make them, come back for some more, just make them feel good and just kind of make them smile of what you actually did.
Yeah, oh, I know some of the huge releases, like what was it, like V 5.5, where we just had like
Yeah.
new skins and everything.
Well, I think
Those,
each version has pretty much been a large one, right? Large release.
which one?
I think every version,
Yeah,
five,
I mean, pretty
6.
much. I mean, at least as long as I've been here. I mean, a lot of the older ones, it was just like a new skin for the main site.
Right.
But I mean, I think like V4 and onwards, we've done like massive releases on those days.
Well, it's a lot easier these days with what you've done with the site, as far as like inputting the content. It's a lot easier than using Joomla
Yeah,
back then.
yeah. You don't have to manually go and like if
Click
you
3 or 4.
insert a new episode, you don't have to go to another place to stick the link in there.
Right. Like with Joomla, you had to click probably almost a dozen things just to get that thing submitted publicly.
Yeah,
And with
yeah. That
with
was
the new stuff,
now
it's
we've got
way
pages
easier.
that kind of link to each other too. Like you can go to
Right.
one page and it links to another. We don't just have like the navigation on the left. And that's it.
And it'll probably change in the future too. I mean, HTML and really internet language,
Yeah,
coding language is changing all the time. So
yeah.
kind of anxious to find out what's happening in
We'll
the
have to do
future.
something so convoluted to make the background work.
Right.
Yeah. Well, should we move on to other discussion here?
Sure.
Guess we have the David Hasselhoff auction.
I can't stop smiling at just looking at the link and just the topic. Just I don't
I
even want to
saw
look
it
at the topic now,
on
but
when it was on what was it, Jimmy Kimmel?
yes, I watched that video.
That was pretty funny. That's probably all I would use it for. I would just roll it out and scare people.
I just
It's
it looks
huge.
uncomfortable just sitting on top of that.
Yeah.
And I think his hair is really messed up. I don't
Yeah.
even think
It's
it looks
really
like
like everything. It's very realistic. Like
right. Yeah, even the close up on the video right before that
yeah,
DMAP posted,
yeah.
like all those pores in there. I'm shocked how well they did.
It makes it a lot different. Like after you realize that, and then you watch the movie, you're
Yes.
like, it makes it funnier because you just know it's like that thing.
It's like what has been seen cannot be unseen.
Exactly. It's funny because I'm pretty sure that's like a special feature on the DVD or something,
Yeah, I
like the
remember.
making of that.
Uh,
And I probably just like never watched that until like somewhat recently.
I was like, I've watched it once, but it's been a while. I want to
Yeah.
know what Hasselhoff's little thought on this is.
I can't believe the bid starts at like $10,000.
For that size, I'm not that surprised, but I
Yeah.
am surprised that it did start that high. Like I
What
would
was it
imagine maybe
originally?
5,000.
500?
No, 500.
It was like I think the first post in the topic had it listed like DMAP said it was like 500,
Oh yeah,
but it probably wasn't like a very good source or something.
man, whoever
'Cause
gets that is gonna scare the poo out of everybody else.
I can't imagine someone actually wanting to pay 10,000 for that.
Right.
It's so ridiculous. Like one of his cars from Knight Rider is up for like 7,500.
That's it?
It's like, yeah, it's like I would much rather have
A
like
talking car?
it was like an old nice like Mustang or something.
No, I thought it was like a Camaro or something.
There were
Of course, I
there were
never
two
watched.
different ones.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
I never watched the show, so I've just seen
yeah,
images here and there.
I don't know anything about it either, but
I mean, I'm old, but I'm not that old.
I
Oh, it's just so creepy looking.
yeah, it'll be funny to see if like someone
I want to see somebody
actually
put it on top of their car and just ride down the street with it.
turn it into a car.
That would work too.
All right,
Okay,
so
so
questions? We have a
sure,
bunch of questions. Should we go on to all these questions that were added
sure.
that we can
And
ask?
if anybody listening wants to submit more questions, you can do that on my blog
Yeah.
or my most recent blog topic, or
Ask
you
us
can
good
send me an
questions.
email. Yes,
Need
not
good
some
questions.
not some random question that nobody really cares about.
Yeah. All right. First question on the list. How was your day? Such a basic question.
What an appropriate way to start, though.
Yes.
Uh,
So, how was your day?
I actually, honestly, did not do anything today. I planned on going to church this morning, but it was raining so hard, and I believe I heard hail that I just didn't want to try.
Oh, really?
Um,
It's nice and sunny here, as usual.
I mean, I really don't mind the rain because we definitely need a lot of it in the summers. I mean, we have droughts almost like the past 3 or 4 years here,
Yeah.
um, and so it's just nice seeing the rain every now and then.
Yeah,
How was your day?
I haven't really done anything either. I stayed up late, so I end up waking up like a little before noon. Then we've
Yeah,
just been like messing. It took us 2 hours to set up this podcast.
yeah, that's pretty bad.
Hopefully next time does not take that long. Well, it wouldn't have taken that long if I wouldn't have been messing with my mic the whole time. It was just it
You could have just
sounded
gone to
so
Best
bad.
Buy and saved all this time.
Yeah, yeah. If I would have gone to, I would have gone to Best Buy, gotten like a TV tuner, like we were talking about,
Right.
and then I would have came back to do the podcast, and then my mic wouldn't have worked. I would have had to go to Best Buy again. But using my iPad now, so the mic is good, luckily. All right. So, other question: what are your favorite PS1 games? I don't even know if I've ever played PlayStation 1, so you
Oh,
might
I,
have
I
to
still
answer
think
that.
it's the best out of all of them. And I've
Really?
played, the I've played PS2 and PS3. I haven't played PS4 yet because I'm
Yeah.
not that rich. Sorry. Um, there's a lot of good games for PlayStation. I think it was like the Dreamcast. I think it was ahead of its time with
Oh,
the amount of quality games. If that makes sense, I guess. But anyway, I think my favorite or favorites would have to be Tomba, and there's Tomba 2.
what
That's a
is that?
great adventure game. Um, it's almost like, I mean, it's not exactly like, but it's a Final Fantasy type of game, where you just kind of stroll along the city, do some events, face some um,
Yeah, I just looked it up. I think
enemies,
I kind of recognize this cover.
right, and get some items that'll actually progress you into the game to actually finish it. And you
Huh.
have to get, all this gold or the pig bags that you have to capture them with. It's pretty addicting once you start playing it. Um, I like. Oh man, there's so many. I really can't. But that would have to be my favorite series of any console system.
Really?
Yeah, not even Mario Brothers beats it.
Oh man, I'm always a Nintendo fan.
Yes, absolutely. All right. So, do you have any favorite PC games?
I I don't play a ton of PC games, but I I guess I've played Minecraft like a ton, but
That
I
must be
haven't
the
been
only
playing
person.
that a lot lately. I keep up with all the updates, but I don't really play it a whole lot because I don't have like a server to play on. It's kind of boring to play by yourself. So, but I also really like Portal and Portal 2. Those were awesome games.
I played Portal very briefly. I actually enjoyed it.
Yeah,
It was better than I expected. I mean, I just expected just like this kiddie game,
yeah,
but it actually makes you think and actually use your brain.
yeah. And that game, like, if you're like I've played through that game a couple of times. Like, it takes me like 45 minutes to go through it,
Oh gosh, that's it.
and the last level takes up half of that. But like
Wow.
the Portal 2 is like a super long. Like, I only played that once because that game is really really long compared to the first one. Like, and that game is much harder than the first one.
Oh, and as it should, every sequel should be like that, but not all of them are.
Yeah, because I mean the first game was like an arcade game. It was like on the Xbox too, I think.
Oh, I didn't know that. Should have
And
gotten it.
it was just like a really basic like fun puzzle game, but then so many people liked it that they went all out for the sequel.
Man.
I do. This next question is, do you play TF2? That is probably the only other Steam game that I have also played.
Is that Total Frontier or something like that?
It's Team Fortress,
Oh,
Team
okay.
Fortress 2, and it's like a just like a shooter game, but it's like kind of cartoony, and the items you have are like sort of weird, like giant flamethrowers and stuff. So
Sounds like
it
my kind of game.
makes it, yeah, it's a lot more fun to me than like something like Call of Duty, where it's like all serious and I guess it's probably more fun to me because I'm terrible at those kind of games, and it's
Uh,
mostly like it's like 12-year-olds playing, so I
yes.
can actually I can actually compete.
And
But
that's a PC game, or is it also a
it's
console?
also on the Xbox. Yeah, it's another like Valve game, I think. It all like Portal, TF2, and like Half-Life. One of the Half-Life games
I've
come in
heard of
like a
Half-Life.
set called like the Orange Box, and you can get it for like really cheap on the Xbox or Steam. But yeah, they're pretty fun games.
I just know PC games are getting bigger and bigger. Like I heard, whatever the newest PC, I guess shooting first-person shooter game came out.
Yeah,
It's like 200, 400 gigs or something like that. Four gig. It's huge.
it's
I
good.
can't remember the name of it,
I believe
unfortunately.
like 20 to 40 maybe.
That probably sounds about
Yeah,
right.
those games get pretty crazy, like Battlefield and stuff like
I
that.
mean, why would you need a game that big on a PC? I would rather get
It's
a
just like
lot of other
huge
games.
maps and stuff.
It's too big for me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that's what she
guess
said, but whatever.
I know I think TF2 is like 10 gigs or something. It's a pretty
Man.
big game. And it's like all online too, mostly. So I don't know why it needs to be so big, but all those textures or something. All
Okay,
right.
so what is your favorite sandwich? And when was the last time you actually had a sandwich?
PB&J always. Um, and I I probably had one of those over spring break. I don't know, like a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I don't eat sandwiches anymore. Um, I mean, I used to. I used to be a peanut butter and jelly guy, and I'll have one very rarely now. I used to have pimento cheese. I don't know if you've ever heard of that or had that, but
No,
I used to be obsessed with it.
I'm,
Um,
I'm too lazy to make a sandwich unless someone makes it for me.
now, see, I mean, I buy bread for sandwiches, but and it goes bad so quickly that it's just useless to
Yeah,
buy
I
it
guess
anymore.
yeah. If you've just got your own loaf of bread, like It's like a lot.
Right.
Yeah.
I guess I go at bad times at the grocery store because, looking at the loaf of bread, it's like 2 or 3 days later, it's, going to go bad. And I can't waste my money on that.
Yeah, I mean, that's just, bread.
I'd rather just have the meat by itself or just
You
really
have to
just eat
have
peanut
like
butter and jelly,
toast
all my
every
fingers.
morning.
Yeah. Oh, man. So what is your favorite candy?
I feel like I changed my mind on that. Like, it's kind of whatever I'm in the mood for. I really like a bunch of, like, the sweet ones, like Skittles, Starburst, but I also like Snickers, I guess.
Man, I used to be so crazy about Snickers, but it's too much chocolate now. I'm trying to cut down on the chocolate, and I guess since I have a couple years ago, all I've been into is Reese's. Like I can eat
Yeah.
Reese's all day long.
For me, like, I love having, like, Reese's and, like, I've had, like, Reese's milkshakes or,
Yes.
like, ice cream with, like, Reese's in it. But I can't just eat, like, straight Reese's cups.
Oh,
I can eat like one and then I can't
oh,
I
our
can't.
friendship is so over.
I'm sorry.
I'm actually eating Chips Ahoy Reese's right now, which is uh just
What?
so good.
Like Chips Ahoy and Reese's or
No, that
Chips
that's
Ahoy?
it's yeah, it's chewy Chips Ahoy, but it has Reese's inside of it.
Oh,
It's so good. It's like
that
uh
sounds.
I can't describe the deliciousness in each bite. I've actually bought 2 packages of it, and I'm already almost done with both since I think 2 or 3 days ago.
Oh my God.
They're pretty good, actually.
I eat like Girl Scout cookies that fast.
Oh, man. See, I can't do Girl Scout cookies anymore, except for I've tried the new lemon
Oh yeah.
cookies, the newest ones or whatever they are.
Mhm.
See, I'm not a Thin Mints guy. I hate
Really?
mint and chocolate. Mint and
That's
chocolate
my
do not
that's
go
my
together.
favorite.
Uh,
I
I,
bought four boxes of those. It was actually really smart. I'm in a dorm room at college right now, and Girl Scouts came to my door here. I was like, well,
seriously.
yeah. It's like I guess that's pretty smart. You can just go door because you access our like dorms like from the outside. They're like apartment style kind of.
Oh, okay.
So, but like they just came to my door, and I was just like, okay, 4 boxes of Thin Mints. Those lasted like 2 days.
I like the peanut butter. Is it Simone's they call it? Simone's? Is that what
No, those are like the coconut ones.
Okay. Yeah, those are
The
gross.
peanut butter ones, I don't know what they're called. The ones with the red box are the peanut butter ones.
Yes, yeah, those are good. I can have a lot of those.
Yeah. Sometimes, yeah, those are the same with me. Like Reese's, like I really like those, but it's like I can eat like 3 of them, and then I just like can't handle it. Too
Uh,
much peanut butter.
oh. Guess we can move on to the next question.
Yeah. What is it? What do you think are the best adult cartoons? So what, like Simpsons and South Park and those things?
I guess.
I South Park, yeah, definitely. That one's hilarious. I've also watched. I've watched every single episode of The Simpsons somehow,
Nerd.
but I've seen every episode once. Like I could probably watch it one from season 2 and not even remember a single bit of it. But
Oh,
I've
yes.
same with South Park, I guess. But South Park has like more current event related stuff,
Yes,
so it's
yeah, they're
always
they're
kind
so
of funny.
spot on with almost every episode.
Yeah,
Oh man, I can't believe how well they actually do with it.
they're so funny. I mean, there's like that Guitar Hero episode came out like right at the peak when like everyone was playing that game.
I don't
So I
remember
was like,
watching. The last episode I watched was the World of Warcraft one, and I don't even
oh
play
man,
that
that
game,
one,
but
that
that was
one's been a while.
fantastic.
Yeah, that's probably like one of the most classic episodes. That one's hilarious. Oh man, for other, I don't know, other cartoons that yeah, I don't really watch too many besides Simpsons and South Park. I know you watch Family Guy a bunch, don't you?
Yeah, I keep up with all the episodes. Cleveland Show, Family Guy.
Oh
I
yeah,
used, I used to watch American Dad. It's not that I like Seth MacFarlane. He's good.
yeah.
Just not all his shows are.
I've never watched any of those. Like I'm
Oh
not sure that I've ever even seen a single episode of Family
man.
Guy.
Um, I mean, yeah, it's kind of like The Simpsons or South Park. It's a hit or miss.
Yeah.
The only one I can really remember is, of course, I guess it's appropriate. Ren and Stimpy Adult Party,
Oh,
when
yeah.
they
I
actually moved off of Nickelodeon and I want to say Comedy Central, maybe.
It was on Spike.
What was it? Okay.
Yeah, I've got all of those just in my large collection of Nickelodeon
Of course.
things. But yeah, those those were not kid friendly at all.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, after moving to Spike, there definitely aren't.
Yeah, yeah. I guess that's had some other notable cartoons.
Okay, so have you ever experimented with Flash or YouTube poops?
I feel like those don't really seem like they're related. I don't.
Right.
But I did use Flashback. I think I used the like it was either the first version after Adobe bought it or the last Macromedia version, so like Flash 8 or something way back then. But I guess I experimented with it. I never actually got good, but I don't really mess with it much, and I don't really do anything with YouTube either.
I don't understand. I don't even know that I've seen a full YouTube poop. Like, I really don't understand what the big deal is.
I don't. All I know is the bagel one, the bagel song.
No, I don't even know that one.
It's just like a clip of Luigi from like the Super Mario Bros. Show, and
The
then
real life one or the cartoon?
the cartoon,
Okay.
and he's just like he said the word bagel, and then it just turns into like a song, like, and it's just the word bagel over and over.
Wow.
I don't know. It's like the
People will
only
come up with
song.
anything these days.
Yeah. Oh man.
Flash is a hard program, though. I tried that with with the tours with Krusty Krab and Chumbuck, and
Oh
I
yeah.
really couldn't figure it out.
Nowadays for like web integration, like Flash like definitely isn't the way to go. So
I
I've
actually
kind of lost interest.
I talked to No Username
Oh yeah.
about that during the interview,
Yeah.
and it's actually not in there, but I edited it out, and he said it's a lot harder now than it is today. Like it's just a lot different.
Yeah, because
And he,
Adobe bought it, so now it's like kind of looks like sort of Photoshop kind of Premiere
yes,
style.
who used to have Flash?
Macromedia.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's right.
They had like it was like they had Adobe bought out like all of Macromedia, so they got like Dreamweaver and Flash and
Oh
some other
gosh,
stuff, I think.
Dreamweaver. Oh my gosh,
Dreamweaver.
so many memories.
Oh gosh. All right. Next
Okay,
question.
yeah.
Want to tell what your favorite Dragon Ball Z moment is?
There's so many episodes. There's like more than 300. Um, there's probably my favorite moment would be when Goku turns Super Saiyan. Um,
Just that.
right. Well, I mean,
In
it took
general.
like 2 or 3 episodes just to do it,
Yeah.
which I mean, back then was great. But you think of it nowadays, like, what were they thinking, taking so long to do
They
that?
couldn't come up with a good plot, so they
Right.
just had to fill it. They ordered so many episodes in the season, so had to fill them in.
It's sad that I have all the seasons too on
Oh,
DVD.
I've watched like I know I watched a few episodes back when it was on, but I was like in elementary school. Like I don't think I watched it very much. I don't remember it really.
There's actually rumors that it may be coming back.
Yeah, I saw that. I think I read that yesterday.
I
That
would I would enjoy that.
yeah.
But there's a lot of different sagas to it too.
Yeah. Yeah,
Um,
there's like isn't there like some version where they're like little? They're like
that's
kids or
now
something?
that's Dragon Ball.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's complicated. Goku does become big by the end of Dragon Ball,
Oh, really?
but yeah, they are little in that, and he actually becomes little in Dragon Ball GT. So yeah,
There's so
I'm just
many
going
of
on. I
them.
could go on for forever. Let's just go on to the next question.
Okay. So, are
Okay.
there any behind the scenes events coming up soon? Uh, as in, like, more of those videos or like,
Yeah, I think that's what they mean, or maybe even just texting.
I,
I wanted to do one, and I
yeah,
don't want to say what it is right now, but
yeah.
um, I don't know that there's anything else I can do besides that one, unless I just want to show. Well, no, I won't say that either. But if there are some behind the scenes events that hasn't been shown that y'all want to see, go
You
ahead
know,
and
I
PM.
could do a lot of the similar stuff that you did. I could also do them because I've got like tons of files and endless
Yeah, I would
folders.
love for you and the mods to do all that.
Yeah.
Just
We
see,
could also, I guess we could go through the main site too, because we've got the whole back end for that. But
right.
yeah, so I guess short answer, yes, possibly, not necessarily soon, but
Right.
sometime in the future.
I would say definitely before Christmas.
Yeah,
Not sure about summer, but definitely before Christmas, I would have another one.
you heard it here first. It's gonna happen.
You just said that, and I can picture that gif of the old guy just waving his hands in the air, and it's it's flashing. It's happening. It's happening.
Ron Paul.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
Oh man,
All
I
right.
think we're having too much fun with this.
Yeah, this is gonna go on forever. That's fine.
Are there any changes that you've made to SBM that you regret?
Um,
I can't think of any, honestly.
I
Well,
mean, there's changes that I shouldn't regret that I do because
do
of
tell.
other, like the skins that were made after V4 that quickly were deleted because of a forum upgrade done by someone.
Oh yes.
I guess you could say I regret doing them, but if that wouldn't have happened, I wouldn't regret doing them.
Uh,
We had that Squid Ink skin that everyone
yeah,
the
yeah. Even
everyone demands it.
yeah, even Steven said that he misses that skin. That was his favorite. It's
Yeah.
like, yeah, that
Well,
was
I don't even know if we had that up for a month. Like
that's probably true.
it was not around for long, but it was a cool one. The Squidward logo at the top with like you could move him around.
Right. That's awesome.
That was a while ago.
We need to bring some of that back. Some of those ideas back.
Yeah.
I think members. I mean, it's the same like with the plankton skin. You click on the
There's a lot of little like extra stuff like that for individual
yeah, little
skins.
Easter eggs, I guess.
Yeah. The eyes, the Valentine's Day one.
Oh
You hover over
yes.
Patrick and he looks at you.
I have to
It's
change that
creepy.
skin right now just to look at it.
Yep. It's creepy.
I can't think of anything I regret.
I don't
I think
yeah, I don't
I think back. I regret not fighting harder for some of the members. I mean, it's not really a change, but I regret like not fighting for Sponge Fifi. When she went to SBC.
yeah.
I
She
regret a lot of
ditches.
those members, and I regret not fighting for them.
Yeah. Most people are making their way back.
Right.
Uh,
Which is,
but
I mean, which is surprising. Like, I mean, I mentioned in either the 10th anniversary topic or what I thought of in
yeah,
SBM,
yeah,
since that it I thought SBC was actually gonna, take over.
yeah. It
Uh,
was
Honestly,
they
which been about would have been okay with me
they
because
were
there is
definitely
other
more
stuff.
active than us for like a few months span.
Right. And I mean, yeah, they were doing a lot of more stuff. They were doing events that we weren't doing. They had parties that we weren't doing. And I don't know what changed, but somehow everybody migrated back to
Yeah,
us.
I think
And I still don't know why. I mean, I appreciate it, but
yeah,
I still don't understand it.
I think it's just the the big releases. It's hard to keep up with continuously keeping things fresh, I guess.
Right. I can see that. Any plans for a new staff member?
Uh,
No.
yeah, I know. Unless certain people decide that they're going to leave.
Right. I'm giving the evil eye to, the mods right now, but yeah, I don't see anybody. I would hope nobody is leaving soon.
Yeah. um, yeah, I don't think we've got any. I mean, adding what SB Roxman was kind of like a random thing. Like we're just like, hey, we never did we ever consider him?
Right, but I think at the time
Add,
that we decided to do that, like at the time it was maybe 80 members daily, and now we're up to 100, 115 now,
yeah.
and so it made sense at the time.
It's like back in like 2006, like I think at our when we had the most, there were probably like 5 mods at once at some point.
Yeah, and 4 admins. Yeah, it was basically
And
SBC at the
4
beginning.
active admins. So it was like it was a pretty big staff at one point with not as much people getting on each day. So I feel
Right.
like we just have quality over quantity, I guess.
Definitely. But I
Nothing
mean,
against the old mods though.
right. I mean, if we end up getting more popular, saying 150 daily or maybe
Oh
even
yeah,
200, we would definitely add somebody.
yeah. If we
Um,
keep getting these random spam registrations,
and those are fun though. I mean,
the never ending.
those are fun to troll.
Yeah. Wonder if we can get a live podcast ban.
I'm curious. Like, I mean, I don't mind seeing them posting.
Yeah, I'm not
My
sure. I was
personality.
I was the only person online last time they were on, and it was much worse last time.
I
So
mean, I can take a lot. Like, I can let a lot slide. I don't know about the rest of the staff, but
yeah,
I like seeing them try to troll.
yeah. Most of the time I don't care, but once they get to posting images and things, it
Yes.
can get worse. But
I guess
yeah,
I'm a lot more lenient than y'all are because I'll just give them either a mod K or um, a suspension of 1 day and just see if it
yeah,
happens again. Y'all would rather permaban them.
yeah. For me, it's like, well, I don't know if you saw what happened last time. I think I might have removed all traces of last time. So, but
But it's nice to see that every now and then, just to keep you on your toes and just kind of
yeah,
liven up the place.
yeah, it's always fun. So next, are there any new skins, new content coming out soon? Uh, well, new skins. I guess I'm the guy for that.
There's actually a couple that you've been wanting to do.
Yeah, definitely had some listed for the 10th anniversary that I didn't do. I just really don't like Envision Power Board. Like they Envision hasn't released any info on like what compatibility for previous version skins they're gonna have.
Well, and I think since I don't know if it was since 3.0 or 2.1 or whatever, every release you would have to start over with the
Yeah, you
skins,
would have to
which
completely start over. And
right,
the last one version, but that was from like that's a version within itself, like 3.1 to 3.2. That's not like
yes.
3 all the way to 4. So that's like I'm I feel like they would probably have some kind of backwards compatibility, but at the same time, our skins are so customized that it probably wouldn't even work. So I mean, we've got bugs in them now just from like the small updates. So it makes me not want to work on new skins until Envision has released the next version.
Yeah,
So,
I totally
'cause
understand. But at the same time, we can work on new content no
yeah,
matter what.
yeah, we've got, I think we have unreleased stuff. Just kind of
Yeah, just going
waiting.
through my notes, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, uh, probably even 5 projects that I should be working on
Yeah,
that
there's probably a lot of
hopefully is
stuff I should
released
be
by
working
Christmas.
on. I
Maybe even released at 6.5 version if we have one.
Yeah,
7.
we it's
Maybe we should just release a new version every month, like Firefox and
oh gosh,
Google Chrome
that's
does.
so much. I feel now like to me it's always more fun to do those huge releases,
Yes,
but
absolutely. Totally.
like it's
It's a lot better than just releasing small things
yeah,
like,
because nobody really pays
three.
attention when we just release like one thing.
Right.
If we have like a huge release or like one of those like 25 days of Christmas things.
So those are good. We're gonna have to do that again this year.
Yeah. When was the last one? Was it 2012? I don't think we did it.
Yeah,
We didn't do
2012.
it in 2013, did we?
Yeah, I think we did one in 2010,
I
but
think
it didn't complete.
think the one before that was way before. It was like 2008.
Oh, was it?
It was because all we were like 90% of that update was just us uh, moving stuff from SBR over to SBN,
That's right.
and then like the site crashed, and then I lost everything. Like all of my stuff that I had ever worked on was all gone. So we kind of like ended it. It like stopped at like the 16th or the 17th.
Is
We
there
had
anything that
we
you
had like
had
no content.
that we still don't have that you would have from, SBN or SBR?
We had a decent merchandise page going. I don't know that it was that big. We had a full locations section, I'm pretty sure. And we don't have that on SBM right now. Like we had a full like details of every single place. And most of the content on SBR was done by like iPlankton. And we've got a bunch of his transcripts that we were able to save.
And that was under SBR or SBN.
SBR, yeah. I know SBN content. I mean, all the SBN content was moved over to SBR, so all that was saved. But then in the SBN forums are the old Envision Free forums that I had with like 20,000 posts. Those are still out there actually.
Innovation free.
But SBR lost everything because we were actually hosting all of our content on our forums. Like, remember that
Oh, yeah,
old,
yeah,
like lo-fi version that IPB used to have?
yeah. I thought they still did.
Yeah, they might. I made like a custom version of that just showed the first post of a topic, and then we just used those lo-fi pages and made new topics for all of our content. It was kind of weird. But yeah, I lost the forum database, so we lost everything. It was terrible. And and we had some decent skins too that would have been cool to use, but I mean, we obviously can't use them now, but back then we might have been able to. Yeah. Yeah, the 2008 25 Days of Christmas stopped on December 16th. It was
Yikes.
tough. Yeah. So, I don't
But it
know.
was
We'll have
me.
to do another.
And I'm sure just looking at all the wallpapers that you did,
Yeah.
um, I'm sure you can do some better ones.
Yeah, probably. Back in 2008. Uh, some of those are. Gosh, I have all these cutouts of these characters.
Uh-huh.
I have all of those still. Like every single cutout I've ever done is all saved. I have like hundreds and hundreds of them. It's crazy.
Oh,
Yeah,
I wish
I
I
think
can cut out as well as you can.
Yeah, you'll notice if you look at like stuff from like my signatures from back in like 2006, it's like I've slowly progressed into having like better ones, better cutouts. It is, yeah, I save them all because it's a huge pain, and then I just reuse the same cutouts. So it makes things easier.
So we can move on to the next question.
Yeah.
Would you ever want to meet the cast behind SpongeBob?
Well, we've had the interviews, which is probably as close as we've gotten, I guess.
Right. And some of them don't actually respond back either.
Yeah. I've talked to quite a few of them. I continued to talk to like after interviews through email and stuff. Like I'm friends with some of them on Facebook. Um, it's I mean that's as much as I've actually met. I haven't met any of the crew in person, but that'd be that'd be cool. I want to go to one of those like the conventions at like Universal
Yes.
they had last year, I guess.
I'm so jealous of Cal Bob getting to go and
Yeah. I would have gone, but
Serving
they
Up
had it over.
Smiles.
Wasn't it over the summer?
I think so.
So I like was back at home. If I was in California at the time, I would have gone. But yeah, that would have been
You just
cool.
had to move back.
Yeah, had to go back for the summer. All right.
Uh,
Do you think any episodes of SpongeBob are under or overrated?
oh man. I think there are a few overrated ones. Like Band Geeks. And I know that's a favorite of a lot of people.
Yeah. To me, like watching that episode, it's like it's not like my favorite episode. I guess it's probably still top five, so I'm not sure if it's overrated, but it might be a little.
I'm trying to think of
Oh.
any Krusty Krab training videos has been said to be overrated, but
Yeah,
I mean I laugh at it every time I watch it.
yeah,
Compared
that's
to
the
like
thing.
Band Geeks.
I would judge it based on like how funny it is, probably. So I don't like most of the like season 5 through 9 episodes. I've seen the episodes once, and like I watched the premiere and never watched them again. So I like don't remember a bunch of them. Which is I need to go through and watch them all. So I don't really have like strong opinions on what's under and overrated. I can really only speak for the most recent ones and maybe the first 4 seasons because I've seen those episodes like hundreds of times.
Right. I think there's a lot of underrated ones, like the ones you just don't see enough of, like Valentine's Day, The Paper,
Yeah,
Fools in April, Walking Small. A lot of season one episodes actually.
yeah,
Those seem to
yeah. They
not
don't
air
show
as
those.
much as season two, three, four, all the way through nine.
Yeah, I can't really think of like ones that I really really like that other people seem to not like.
Right.
Most people kind of agree for the most part. It's hard to say. Oh man,
Uh,
we're
do you have
almost
any?
on an hour of this podcast.
Yes.
That works. Over an hour. It's a solid podcast.
Right. It's not, and we really haven't taken that many pauses or breaks.
Yeah. We have a lot of questions though, so I mean it's if people want to listen, they can listen. They can skim through it if they don't want to.
Right. You're not going to hurt our feelings at all.
Yeah. I've listened to over an hour long podcasts before. You can always do something else while you're listening.
I think I've listened. I don't think I've listened to over an hour yet, except for this one now. Uh,
Yeah.
Do you have any favorite or least favorite episodes?
Favorite, I guess. Favorite, chocolate with nuts. Um, I mean, that one makes me laugh the most because it has like it's like each door they go to is like its own little skit, kind of.
There's so many quotes from that episode that you can just
Yeah, exactly.
that you just see a lot of over the that are just repeated over and over and over.
Yeah, it's yeah. I would say that's probably my favorite. I don't know if I have a least favorite though. Again, I haven't watched. It would probably be one of those ones that I've only watched once, and I don't really even remember it. So I can't really say. I don't know. What's your favorite though?
I think everybody knows my favorite is dying for pie.
Oh yeah,
Um,
that is a good one.
but I also like the paper. I think that would be my second favorite.
Really? Yeah. I mean, all the season one, like 1 through 3, like, I like
Oh yeah,
all of them. So
yeah. Like for me, it's dying for pie, the paper, Can You Spare a Dime, and Krusty Krab training video are my
oh
top
yeah.
four. I don't
Can you
have
spare a
any.
dime? That's probably not a common like top 5.
I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah, I think it's funny. I haven't seen that one in forever. There's so many like of the old episodes that I probably haven't seen in 10 years.
Now, I'm assuming you have DVDs.
I do. I never. I have every single DVD that has ever come out, and I never watched them.
You should give those away in the contest.
Yeah, that'd be a pretty amazing. I wouldn't be. I've got to be like the only person who has every single DVD that has ever been released for the show. Can't imagine
I
a
don't know if
lot of people have those.
I don't know that you actually are. I don't know how long it's been, but there's been a picture posted on the forums of somebody who actually had a just all those DVDs, even the
I
severed
know
ones.
I posted a picture once. I posted them like a stack of them at like a tower.
I want to say it was President Squidward, but I don't think that's right. SB Mania, somebody has a picture like that, like you
Yeah,
posted.
I know I definitely posted a picture in one of those topics. But that was a while ago.
Um, Least favorite episode? It used to be Texas, and it's not because they were making fun of Texas. It just wasn't funny to me.
Yeah,
I can't explain it.
that actually that might be a decent candidate for overrated. I mean, like, it's a
Yeah,
good episode. It's not like a really funny one besides the like ending scenes,
right.
but I like it's almost sad. Like so
But
it's
a lot of people are saying the Dear Vikings
everyone always
is.
hates that one. I don't
I
like
don't see it. I
I
mean,
think I've seen it a couple times and I like
I laughed a few times at it. It's not
yeah.
horrible like all that glitter, uh, like
All
with
the
the constant crying or laughing
yeah,
at funny pants. It's not as bad as those episodes are.
yeah, some of those are yeah, can be annoying. There's too many episodes. It's hard to pick. So, well, I guess that's all the questions we've got listed. So, guess we'll call call the podcast here.
Yeah, and we can have more questions on the next one. So just kind of keep on sending them in, whether it's in the
Okay.
blog or a PM.
Will we break an hour next time?
Yes.
Oh man, this is long. All right. Well, we'll call it at that.
Okay.
Thanks to everyone for listening, and congratulations if you actually listened to the entire thing.
Kudos to you.
Yeah. We should have snuck in like a trivia question in the middle. Like type this if you're listening. Oh well. All right. That's it. Bye.
Boo.
SpongeBob SquarePants.